Basement Sessions take, whatever. What's the date?
March 15th.
March 15th, I believe.
March 15th, 2014.
Isn't that an important date for some reason?
And welcome to Basement Sessions, episode 3, because we took off for about a year and a half. Clubby, give us the theme song. No, you sing it. Sing the theme song.
Putting on the Ritz. Oh, wait. I cannot remember the
Putting on the Ritz. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Thank you.
It's a podcast with people putting on the
Ritz.
podcast.
Putting on the Ritz.
I think like our 2 viewers just committed suicide.
All 2 of them. I'm Scotty.
Hi, my name is David. You can call me David.
You know who I am.
I'm Aaron. I'm new here.
They know who I am.
Pamela Anderson. I'm sorry.
If this is what Pamela Anderson actually looked like, I would burn myself alive.
That's why you've never seen her on HDTV.
I don't think anyone should be seen on HDTV.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
Hey, Chuck Norris looks good on it.
Chuck
right?
Norris looks good no matter what. So, a lot of stuff's happened in the past 6 months or whatever. One that definitely piqued my interest, and I know that you don't like the subject of what's going on here, but we're going to talk about it anyway, because I think you might like the concept altogether.
What subject is that? I don't like anything. What? You have to narrow it down.
Have you guys seen Twitch Plays Pokemon?
No.
So, what's going on here is,
You
for
lost
those of
me
you...
at Pokemon.
Exactly, you don't like Pokemon, but hear out the rest of it. They hosted this server with Pokemon on it, and imagine 20,000 people playing a video game all at once.
The servers would crash.
No, the servers are actually, they're built. What
So,
everybody does is you input the command, whatever you want, up, down, left, right, B, A, start, select. I don't know why you would use select, because it's not used in the game.
Yeah.
But it puts those in. Those commands get put in, and 20,000 people are putting all their commands in at once. Imagine 20,000 people in your head trying to tell you to do stuff all at once. And you have to listen to them.
well,
That
you see,
sounds
that's
like
cool.
schizophrenia.
But what if every single person used the Wobbuffet?
Well, no, it's
Whoa,
Pokemon
whoa,
Red.
whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh.
It's the first game. Wobbuffet's not in that. I don't expect you to know that.
That's disappointing.
If it runs on an internet server, then it would pretty much be like Diablo 3.
No. Everybody's controlling one character.
Oh, shit.
So they essentially made an MMO out of Pokemon.
No, they're not making an
But
MMO.
it's everyone controlling one person.
Everybody's controlling the same game, the same character, all at once.
So what's
I feel like the
stopping
character
1,000
would explode.
people from just messing with the guy playing?
Well, that's why it took 16 days to complete the first game. Most of the time they spent, and I watched it a couple times. I could not stand it. Everything takes painfully long to accomplish. Most of the time they would walk around for like 3 squares, the same 3 squares. They would walk around, all of a sudden get bored and check the Pokedex to make sure that Bulbasaur's cry didn't change in the past 5 minutes. That's
boring.
exactly what they would do over and over again. But the story, they actually developed some kind of esoteric story behind what's going on. In the beginning of the game, you get a fossil. It's you could pick between a Helix fossil or a Dome fossil, and they picked the Helix fossil. Mm-hmm. And what would end up happening is before every decision was made, they would try to use the Helix fossil. And when you try to do that, it basically says it's not the time to use that because you can't just use a fossil. So they basically viewed this fossil as like a god figure. Consult the Helix fossil. If you guys saw the SpongeBob episode with the
Magic Conch.
The Magic Conch. Basically, that's what they were doing, and they developed like an entire pantheon with like Bird Jesus as one of the Pokemon because that was their champion. Because they accidentally released their starter and they accidentally released all of these different Pokemon.
So how did Lavender Town
I think
go?
it should have been left alone after about 2005.
What
The entirety of Pokemon stopped making more Pokemon.
I bought X and Y. I like the games, but it was very interesting to see that a hive mind could actually beat a game. It's kind of like what is it? 100 monkeys with 100 typewriters eventually will create the works of Shakespeare.
Well, after like
So they-
10 of them die.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah,
But
so
that doesn't prove anything to me.
that's essentially what happened.
Because I hate Shakespeare.
Okay, well,
Okay.
You get 1,000 monkeys with 1,000 computers, and eventually they create Halo. How about that?
And I
Eventually.
don't believe.
If they were immortal monkeys and they had an infinite amount of time, they would eventually
Well,
do
can't
that.
be one
Eventually.
immortal monkey, and then why the fuck are we wasting it on creating video games?
Calm down.
But it kind of proved the fact. It kind of proved that statement, in a sense, because 20,000 people were able to beat a game just by putting in random commands. So what they did is now they're playing the second generation game, and I think in 6 days they're going to play the third generation game. They're taking the old teams from the first generation that they beat the Elite Four with, and now that's the last team that they have to beat in the second generation games.
All right, I gotta ask though, how did they get through Lavender Town,
What, with
the haunted one? Yeah,
the tower?
or I think it has a tower. It's been a while.
The way it worked is that you could type in anarchy or democracy,
Uh-huh.
and a scale would float either way. And if it went to anarchy, then just every command was accepted.
Mhm.
Otherwise, it went to democracy, where I think it was 10 seconds or like 30 seconds, it would pick the command that got voted on most.
Mhm.
So at some points they did vote on democracy. Eventually would vote on democracy. If it got to the point where they could not complete it with anarchy, they would vote democracy, and that's how they got through the more difficult parts.
All right, 1 second. Actually, don't not you guys can keep going.
Why are you stopping us so you can send a text message? So, wait, everybody wait.
Because I have to go soon, and I want to make sure that I don't interrupt anything. Sorry for interrupting things. Continue.
Oh, I got stopped the minute this topic started.
It's an
You're terrible.
interesting topic as a video gamer, is it not?
I haven't
To have-
played.
yeah, it is.
If it was a different game, would it be would it be an interesting topic for you?
No.
Well, you're not cultured. Just shut the fuck up.
I am cultured.
I haven't paid. Paid.
To me,
Played.
it sounds like the biggest waste of time, space, and human sperm.
Yeah, but anybody could say that about any video game, really.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Hello
Not the
Kitty
game, not
Island
the game,
Adventure.
Not the game. The fucking concept of it. Okay.
Well, what else would that person who came up with the concept be doing with his time? Inventing the cure to cancer?
Probably just masturbating.
Probably just masturbating. Exactly. Also, sorry.
Quit. He could. No. You know what he was doing? Not wasting that much computer space of his company's time.
Well, it's not a company. It's actually, Twitch is its own company now.
Okay, why didn't Twitch do something else?
They can do more than one thing at
Why
one
not?
time.
I mean, it makes sense to me that to put 20,000 people trying to play one game and see what happens. I find it very interesting. I find it interesting as a social experiment and as a proof of concept with the whole Shakespeare's and monkeys.
No, don't say it.
Do you know where the pulp?
It's a huge waste of time.
Well, everything technically is a huge waste of time.
No, that was
Nah, life is meaningless. Nothing matters. Everything is a waste of time.
well.
Why
It
even
doesn't
bother?
matter to you.
It's like, why do we waste our time? Why do we waste our time playing these video games? We could
Because
spend
they're fun. That
time-
was retarded.
Sorry. It was fun for the people that were playing it, though.
How you get to put in a fucking command? Woo! I get to wait 23 hours until I put my command in for this little fucking fur bag to walk around and go Squirtle, and then yeah, Squirtle. I fucking hit. The concept alone is irritating. You got a bunch of random people to put random commands in, and they got to beat a game. Cool. It took you 16 days. Okay?
Well, how long would you think? I mean, I would have thought they would have never got it done, based on the pace that it was going.
Didn't it take like 3 years for the U.S. government to decide on a budget?
Yeah,
and
exactly.
They still haven't done it.
Exactly. It takes a long time. It takes a long time when you have a lot of people. We know this.
Well, it's called a.
Congress.
It took 7 days to get water to the Superdome. Okay? And that's the U.S. government.
It took me 2 hours to get out of bed this morning.
Hey, we know this.
Like
You can have a dragon.
they should be like they have to go to college and
This
get some
dragon
training.
that can kill tanks.
Well, you have to earn the dragon. You don't just get the dragon. You have to.
Have
earn
you
the dragon.
seen some of these Pokemon?
So he has to earn it. That still implies he can still own it.
Eventually, I mean, it's the same concept of even like a car, you have to earn it. You don't just get it.
Scotty,
You start out with a piece of shit and get something better.
Have you ever seen my Super Sweet
Are you
16? Those
comparing-
bitches do not earn
Are
a
you
car.
comparing a hatchback Honda to a Dragon?
They can just as effectively kill somebody.
Really? Because one breathes fire and flies, and the other one kind of just breathes gasoline.
One breathes fire and flies, and the other one can travel over 35 miles per hour. It only takes 35 miles per hour to kill somebody.
Yeah, but
My
the
old
other one,
Saturn used to
If
breathe
that.
fire. It wasn't supposed to.
And cars can breathe fire.
yes, they can. But the why are you comparing a car to a dragon?
It's metaphorical.
And these are kids.
Well, also take into account kids love dragons, but they don't really understand how bad of a thing they are.
They're, I can't get absorbed in those
You-
types of stories.
you
can-
Even if they took one of my favorite even if they took one of my favorite games, Halo or Mass Effect, and I'd still say it's a waste of time.
Okay.
There we go. We should have went right for the Mass Effect
That's
3 ending.
exactly what I wanted.
It's
exactly
still
what I
a
wanted.
giant, humongous waste of time.
What's the point of using what was it? Coolant clips as ammo when you could just use ammo? Like that kind of a thing is what you're saying?
You know how much I screamed at that game?
Exactly.
Again, you're pointing out stuff that I pointed out before.
So anyway, next topic, because we spent enough time on that topic. Oh, this will make you happy. Pikachu named Japan's official mascot in the Brazil 2014 World Cup. But it makes sense. They're successful, so why not
Yeah,
roll with it?
Isn't Hello Kitty already on like banks and not?
It's already on planes.
It's on planes.
Everything is on planes, though. We had dolphins on planes.
Good point.
They're the planes of the sky. Or, no, wait, that ain't.
The planes of the sea.
Yes, the planes of the sea.
Aren't those boats?
Don't question my words.
So,
I don't even know what I'm talking about. There's no point in asking me.
also in the realm of Nintendo news, and this will make a good segue into other topics. Tropical Freeze, the new Donkey Kong game, helps the Wii U climb to 180% sales. So it's finally selling. But I bought one. I bought a Wii U, and I'm not gonna lie, it's fun. I played Zelda Wind Waker HD, and it was a fun game. And I can't say that there's anything wrong with the Wii U. I like the way they integrated it into controls, and I liked how if you keep blowing your nose into the microphone, I kill you.
You should have said that the first time.
Because I was trying not to say it out loud. Anyway, I can say that the Wii U is pretty good.
The volume wasn't.
I know none of you guys have played the Wii U, right?
I have.
Have you?
Yeah, one of my friends got it
I gotta go
for Christmas.
Goodbye.
Bye, Dave.
Later, Dave. So yeah, but anyway, next gen.
But again,
console.
Dave, if you get killed in a car accident, I just want to tell you I love you.
Next,
I like you as a friend.
next gen console. Has anybody played the Xbox One yet?
Yeah,
No.
me and my friend Connor did.
Connor is our friend, not just your friend. You can't hog him.
He's our
Really?
friend,
When's the last
too.
time you saw him?
I saw him over the internet.
In
I
person.
saw him I saw him yesterday.
I've been bedridden for 2.5 weeks. I have problems.
Okay, before the 2.5 weeks.
I just never. We're the same person.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about the tradition.
For those of you who don't know, me and Connor are the exact same person. You will never see us in the same room together, which is why you'll never see Connor on here. Anyway, the Wii U. You were going to say something about the Wii U.
Yeah, one of my friends got it, I think for Christmas. And I loved playing it. He got a game called Nintendo Land. And it's mostly a bunch of mini games, but it's actually a lot of fun. They have a version of Pictionary on there. And Pictionary is always fun, but just add Wii. And there's this one game on there, I can't remember the name of it, but the whole point of it is is a kid playing video games, and he has to pretend to be asleep every time his mom checks up on him.
So it's a video game about real life.
Kinda. Except for his mom's like a ghost or something, and she comes out through the TV and breaks into his bedroom through the window, and lets the cat in and out like 14 times.
So she's exactly like my mom.
I guess so.
without the cat.
But it's actually a lot of fun, but also really frustrating because sometimes you cannot, no matter what, you still end up getting in trouble.
So generally, you think that we use fun, good console.
Yeah, Wind Waker's pretty fun on it too.
You are the only one that played the Xbox One, so tell me what you think about the Xbox One.
Overpriced. Still overpriced because of the fact that I can't plug it in to every TV I own. I can
Yeah,
only.
that's still annoying. It's still really annoying.
Yeah, it only comes with a HDMI cable.
Yeah.
My TV is not HDMI, HD, so can't use it.
Does it even have RCA compatible cords?
No.
Not with it, but is there a cord to plug
No.
in? I'm gonna have to check that too.
That's why I'm keeping my 360.
Oh yeah, definitely. I actually have two.
I didn't see any. I didn't see any on Connor's Xbox, but I mean, I wasn't looking.
I got my 360.
I mean, okay. Here's the main reason why it's overpriced. There's no games for it. I saw 2 games that I liked: Dead Rising 3 and Titanfall, and I can get Titanfall for 360. And okay, and before any of you out there say anything, I am an Xbox gamer. I love Xbox. Okay, and by the way, PS4 has the same fucking problems.
Yeah, every time a new console comes out, there's also always barely any games for it, and it's so annoying trying to find one that you like.
I can't use 80% of the TVs in my house.
I can only
on it.
use one of the TVs in my house.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like you literally cut out a technology that I can't use.
Yeah.
And I don't give a shit about, well, you just gotta upgrade. Fuck that.
I'm not paying $800 to upgrade.
Well, no, it's not that expensive.
Yeah, it's nowhere near that expensive to get a new TV.
But here's the problem. I have to remove old shit when I have good old shit.
Yeah. Like, I still have my GameCube. I'm still playing it. Why would I get rid of it? There's nothing that can take me away from my
Now,
GameCube.
if they developed a specific HDMI cable and they told me, hey, it doesn't come with an HDMI to RCA, but you can buy one separately, I'd actually be okay with that.
Yeah, I'd be more okay with that because I've been wanting to get one of those for a couple years now.
I would be fine. Or if it didn't come with composite, it just came with HDMI and only white, red, and yellow cables. Just like how the 360 has composite
Yeah.
or HDMI.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're looking at about. I see a cable here on Amazon.com, and this is HDMI to. It's an E4 City cable, and it is HD, which is it's composite, which is the red, blue, and green, and then the 2 audio. It's looking at $7, $7.25.
Oh.
So that's not too bad, but there's also these converter boxes that are.
I can't use that, though.
At least, yes, you can.
I can't use that on my TV.
It's HDMI to composite. You plug in HD end into Xbox. Plug in composite end into TV.
You said with the green...
Yeah.
I can't use that on my TV. I have to use the red...
Yeah, well, I mean, let me get another one then. There are probably... Yeah, here's one for $5.
That goes to red, white, and yellow?
Yes, to RCA. Yes, instead of composite. Composite is HD. When you said composite, you confused me.
Okay. No, I'm talking about pure RCA.
You can get one for $2, actually.
But here's the thing. I guarantee you that cable won't be able to last that long playing an Xbox One through it.
Probably not.
I tend to disagree with you. I mean, to me, I would think it would last just as long.
Because that thing
regular
was made
cable.
for Blu-rays and HD DVD players. That thing was not played for an Xbox One or PS4.
Well, I don't know. I haven't used any of them, and this one has shit reviews, but this one has good reviews. So, I mean,
Well,
okay, you said something about a converter box though. That sounded way more reliable.
converter boxes actually they're getting better views, and they run from anywhere from like $20 to I'm seeing $70 on here on Amazon.
Because actually, the price and the better reviews actually makes me feel better. Not to mention, you're using the original product, and you're plugging it into something else and running it into the TV.
You could use $1,000 too. Well, the HDMI cable, I wouldn't necessarily trust the HDMI cable that comes with the Xbox anyway, because it's an accessory. They weren't really worried about. They were just worried about getting HDMI cables cheap.
Not really quality.
Yeah, they probably weren't worried about quality when they bought those HDMI cables. They probably just thought, these ones are decent.
Well, also one thing that you can do is, I've seen it done before on the Wii U, is you can plug it into a laptop and then play it that way.
I have tried that with my 360. It gave me a lot of lag.
Well, this was just for like Nintendo Land. There is a way you can plug the game into the laptop, the console into the laptop, and the laptop into the TV, and it will play just through the TV.
Yeah.
I can't remember exactly how it's done. It's been a few months since I've seen it, but it works pretty well. The only problem is that sometimes the sound can come out of the laptop instead of the TV.
Yeah, that's also one of the other issues. Xbox One RCA cable. Let's see what we can come up with. Yeah, I can only find third-party cables, but, I mean, you could buy a Sony cable.
I use Sony.
And then watch your Xbox explode.
I have a pretty big box of Sony batteries that I use for my Xbox controllers, and they last for a long time. So,
Sony's a good company.
Yeah.
I would be more inclined to use Sony product with my PS4 if I had a PS4. I just like the idea of pairing them. But although I do believe the manufacturers are different for the individual companies. It sucks that they're trying to field out the RCA.
And I don't know why. I like RCA.
Well, the best way to get people to buy stuff is to force them to do it.
Yeah.
Oh, here is the poll question of the day.
What?
If you guys want to have a little comic book type debate. Who would win in a fight, Batman or Iron Man?
Well, neither of them have real powers. They just can't come
They
from...
both have one great superpower.
Money.
The best superpower.
Well, I meant superpowers.
Yeah.
But,
I'd say Batman because he knows how to spend his money.
yeah, good point.
If you want to compare the superpowers.
I'm going to say Batman just because...
Well, I prefer Batman to Iron Man.
I think Batman's smarter than Iron Man.
That too.
Maybe not in a book sense kind of way, but in...
No, in a book sense too.
No, Iron Man, from the comic books at least, is very book smart. I mean, he did create the Iron Man suit in a cave.
You see the shit that Batman has? He created a space station for the Justice League.
Yeah, but Batman also has Lucius Fox and the entire Wayne...
He doesn't have Lucius Fox. That thing was made for...
Lucius Fox is in the comics. At least in New 52.
Yeah, that was New 52. He created all that shit before Lucius.
Well, if we're talking New 52 Batman, I'm not saying that Batman's dumb, but I think put it in terms of D&D. Batman has more wisdom, and Iron Man would have slightly more intelligence.
And Iron Man
And
has...
no wisdom.
And, I was about to say, and no fucking wisdom
And no
whatsoever.
wisdom.
Yeah, good point.
All of it has been drunken out of him, like the turd he is. And yes, he's a turd. And no, I'm not talking about the Robert Downey Jr. Iron Man. I'm talking about the comic book Iron Man, because he's a drunken turd.
He was on the wagon, but he fell off the wagon a lot.
Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare.
Yes! Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare.
Get off my wire.
I'm the only person here who has not played that game.
Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare. If you liked Mass Effect, then you liked Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare.
It is awesome.
Oh, it is. It's fantastical.
See, the first time I heard Rob talking about it, I was really confused because it just seemed like a really weird kiddie game. When I first saw like the posters and trailers and stuff for Plants vs Zombies.
I will say that I was playing the game and I heard some kid get his ass beat by his dad or something.
Oh my god!
It was hilarious. It was priceless. I'm pretty sure the kid was probably about 8 years old and he did not take the trash out. I don't care. I know that kid was lying because he's kind of like... Because I heard the parent... It might have been a dad or a mom. I don't know.
Oh, that's nothing compared. I've heard divorces over the mic. You treat your friends online with more respect than me and my parents. Why don't you get a real job? Oh, it is awesome. It is way better than the soap operas.
So I heard the parent say, "Did you take the trash out?" And the kid was like, "Yes." And you just know that the kid was lying through his teeth because we were in like the 10th wave of Garden Ops or whatever. Which I'm kind of disappointed that they don't have a zombie version of Garden Ops. Okay, for those of you who haven't played, Garden Ops is, if you've played Mass
Horde
Effect
mode.
3, I think it's kind of like Firefight, Halo,
Yeah.
and Mass Effect.
It's primarily Mass Effect.
Where Mass Effect has more of a...
Mass Effect has 10 waves.
Yeah, Mass Effect...
Times this by 2.
It has the 10 waves, and you have different objectives. Like, they have escort missions and stuff. Well, Plants vs.
This one
Zombies-
has more objectives.
The,
It has bonus waves and boss waves.
Well, yeah, but still the concept is kill all the bad guys. You don't do any escort type stuff.
Yeah.
So
Thank Christ.
it's more like ODST in that, or Firefight in that sense, where you're just killing stuff and trying to gain as many points as you can through your kills. But there's also healing classes, which I like. I think it's the first time that a game did a horde mode with a healing class done correctly. Because I don't think Mass Effect didn't really have a healing type.
It had a pseudo healing class.
It had support classes, but I think
It had kind of a healing class. It was Volus.
I think the Sunflower does the job better.
Oh, definitely.
I think
And it's got a Gatling gun for... Well, not a Gatling gun. It has
it's got a machine gun face.
more like a machine gun. It's pretty accurate,
Yeah.
too.
And it basically I like playing that class. That class is just so much fun that I have no...
Oh, it's also got a special power to plant itself on the ground and shoot super beams.
Yeah, laser beam. It's got laser vision. It is a...
It also can plant a temporary big flower to heal other people and itself.
Yes. That's also something I really like, the heal flower, which you drop and it throws out healing balls of light, because light heals plants.
Sunlight does.
It's true.
What other class do you in that game?
Out of the plants,
Yeah, out of the plants. Let's talk just Garden Ops right now.
I like the pea shooter.
You like the pea shooter?
I really do, because honestly, that chili pepper bomb, that motherfucker clears out areas.
Yes, it does.
You do not fuck around with that thing. Especially do not get close to it after you shoot it.
Shh.
What are you doing?
I was going to show Aaron some gameplay footage.
Okay.
She's a girl. She doesn't understand video games. Oh, wait, no. This is 2014, not 2004.
I play video games.
You're ruining the bit.
More for PvP than for PvE, I like the Chomper. It is a fun class to play. And I haven't unlocked any of the other classes, but it is definitely, that is one of the more fun classes to play. I don't know if this features any,
The Chomper is pretty good, but on the other team, you know who kicks the Chomper's ass? The scientists.
I always found that the cement guy kicks the Chomper's ass, but that's because of that damn
Horn.
jackhammer.
It's the stun horn.
For those of you who have not watched the Garden Warfare trailer, we're watching it now, and
It's a Garden Warfare trailer. It's based off of the Battlefield trailer. It's got the dubstep shit.
we're gonna turn the sound off because
Yeah, dude, do you even know how to operate your own fucking iPad?
I don't know where the button is. I know it's on one of those corners. Did it not turn off?
No, it didn't. Use the YouTube volume.
I couldn't find the YouTube volume. That's why I used the other volume. That'll work.
Anyway, that's basically the idea. What you're seeing right now is basically the idea.
I'm disappointed that I cannot play as the guy, the big guy.
The gargantuan ones?
Yes, the Gargantuar in PvP. I know it's overpowered, but give the plants an overpowered class too. It's kind of like having a Titan.
Alright. But as the plants, I don't know what you would get.
Oh, I know.
Lawnmowers?
Either the lawnmower would be cool, but the cob cannon.
The cob cannons are already kind of in there, though.
That's true. The cop cannon is.
They're already in levels.
Yeah.
You already faced them. They're bosses already. So they're both NPCs in sort.
Well, anyway, I have to pee. Does anybody else have to pee?
No,
I just came back from the bathroom.
No, I was gonna go up for a smoke though. Do you want to call it?
Yeah. That ends this week's Basement Sessions podcast. Tune in next week where we're going to cover a man in petrol and set him on fire and then roll him in a ditch. That's going to be fun.
Yeah, as long as it's not me.
Any other closing statements?
Good night and good luck. I like that movie.
What one?
Good
Good
night,
night and good luck.
Is that a movie?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Godspeed, everyone. And remember, nerd is the word.